It's Johnny Jones. I'm here at home, and today we have a Harley Davidson Cobra 29 LX CB radio. The last Harley Davidson CB radio that they made was a Cobra 29 LTD, I believe. Had a black faceplate with orange writing on it. This one doesn't. It's just stickers. Not quite, though, because this is not necessarily a sticker. It is ink screened into the vinyl, so I have to give them that. I can't easily replicate this with a sticker because someone might be able to feel the difference. The mic feels like a standard CA73 style mic, just with a different, just a bit of chrome, a bit of fake chrome. And this is also looks like it's ink screened on there. It's a decal that's actually on the plastic, so it's inked on there. I'll give it that. Nothing important on the back. Plastic, heavier than usual though. I will say that, and the cord actually feels way better than usual. So maybe they've upgraded. Maybe the LX is a better quality. I don't know yet, but I will tell you this: the LX is heavier. It's actually, no, I haven't weighed it, but I'd say it's a good half a pound at least heavier than the last cheap Chinese Cobra 29 LTD that I've messed with. So that is a good thing. You know, I was inspecting this thing, and, you know, I thought, okay, well, there's also a little decal in the left-hand corner there. It must be made into the faceplate. And then I was like, no, actually, you see how that's a little bit off for the faceplate? It's tiny. It's a little bit crooked at the top. Look at the line at the top, all right? It's crooked. This is just a stick-on decal. Yes, it's thicker. It's made of plastic, and it's embossed, but it's pretty much just a sticker. So what's the difference between this and regular LX? Not really anything. It's cool for people who really like Harley Davidson, but it's not really that different. And you remember, I don't know if you've seen any of these newer radios, probably so, but you know, there's no there's no aluminum plate on the back that says anything about it anymore. It's just a sticker. It's the 29LX HD LE. I don't know what the LE stands for. I know the HD is Harley Davidson. We'll have to take a look at that. I don't know if I will. LE, I don't know. Maybe it means Larry Emerson, which is a guy that I don't know. Made in China, 2014, Harley Davidson, all rights reserved. Now you can see this thing hasn't really been used. So the guy that got this actually didn't use it. He got it, wanted to use it in something, and he just never used it, and he really needed money, so I got it for $60 plus 20 shipping, come out to be $80. Now you're probably wondering, holy crap, that's a lot of money. But these go for quite a bit more. You know, I've seen them sell for $150. So I figured, even if I don't give a $20 or $30 out of it after all this, hey, I still made a really great video for my subscribers, because I know you guys wanted to see some more CB radio stuff, and no, I'm not giving up on CB radio stuff. I just want to expand my channel a little more when I didn't have CB radio stuff. I want to be me. I want to talk about some things. So you know what I'm saying, brah? Anyways, major complaint about the LX, now that I have one, because I've never reviewed one before, is this. Let me ask you if this is acceptable to you. Because, you know, you might think it's not a problem at all. Yeah, that. So let's say you want to put this in a vehicle. Most of you guys will mount it on your dash. Now, if you wanted to mount it on your dash, here's what would happen. This would go any way it wanted. It would be very unstable, and it would scratch the shit out of the chrome. Well, fake chrome. So you'd actually have to leave it slightly off your dash or mount it upwards, which is becoming harder and harder to do now that vehicles have more and more electronics up top. You know, you have computer systems and things, and you know, put this in an old truck, maybe, or I guess you could put it on a motorcycle, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I get a handheld for a motorcycle. It just seems to make more sense. But, okay, enough about that. Let me know if that's too much for you, because I think it's ridiculous. I think they could have definitely done a better job than that. They went out of their way to actually make an extra part for it to put there, it looks like. Hello, I'm in the video. You don't know how many times I used to go over my videos and cut out all the parts where I showed up in reflective surfaces and chrome. I guess it was cool to me to think that my subscribers could imagine what I look like, and that would be somehow cooler. I don't know. But I don't care anymore. I'm too lazy. We're going to go outside to the camper where I have the power supply, and check this out. Have an antenna hooked up. The SWR on is bad, but that's a great thing, so we can use it to figure out if the SWR meter does work. But let's go over the functions right quick. We can go over this again when it's plugged up too. Let's see, we have noise blinker, A and L. We have signal and RF and SWR calibration switch for the knob over here. Of course, volume and squelch needed. Dynamic, RF gain, very useful. Delta tune, doesn't do shit, but hey, it's an extra knob and it makes your radio look cooler, right? I mean, we haven't needed delta tune since we stopped using crystals, I don't believe, but, you know, whatever. To each their own, I suppose. Talk back, and SWR calibration knob, you know, for the SWR function over here. We have a scan function, which I really like, because lately, CB radio is either really alive or really dead in my area. So either skips rolling in, I can hear everyone and their mother, or no one is talking locally. So scan is a good one to have. Oh, I'm getting low power. Low power. My battery's dying. Oh, whatever. Who cares? Anyways, so channel 919 function, which I don't know why anyone uses that anymore. It would be better if it just, and now it might allow us to do this, but it'd be better if it give us a choice of channels to switch back and forth. Some function button for that, because I don't think 9 and 19 is useful anymore. But hey, it's classic, right? So they're going to put it on there. A dem function looks like that's also an escape function for the menu, because this is a menu button. I don't really know what it's going to look like. Haven't done too many researches. I haven't done too much research on this. Can't speak today. But we're going to check it out. I haven't had one of these on the channel before, so we're going to look at it. And, you know, it was worth the money to get another radio on the channel. And we're going to go hook it up, see what we can get, see what we can do, see if we can hear some stuff, see what this thing's got going on for it, and if it's worth it all buying one of these. So let me show you how everything's hooked up out here. We have the CB radio running into the dosimeter. The dosimeter is then running into the antenna switch, which is hooked up to our antenna outside, which has a higher SWR because I don't have a good ground plane for it on the roof. And then it also at the same time has a dummy load. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on, switch to dummy load, set the modulation, because we need to set the modulation into a dead key. And let me see, power this on. Here is my power supply, 3 amp, should be totally fine. And it comes on for a second, and then we have to manually turn on. It does actually say, if you can see it, when it turns on, it says Harley Davidson Limited Edition. And I imagine you could actually play with the, let's see, set clock, alarm count, key tones, weather alert scan, brightness, display color, set color. Ooh, what shows up well on the video? Probably that one right there. Alright, brightness, and so we're back to brightness again. Okay, that's it. Contrast, radio check. What is this? First test. Battery voltage pass. Okay. Press push to talk to check power output. It passed. Yep, it passes. Press push to talk to check antenna. Let's see, we have it on the vertical, which has a high SWR. Let's see what it does here. Antenna pass, really? Okay. How in the hell does it pass? Alright, let's go to dummy. Alright, there's no difference. Maybe it's calibrating the power to it. Anyways, okay, so we're on channel 19 here. First, I need to go ahead and set this into a dummy, and we're going to check the modulation. I need to probably use a bit of lighting here. It's problematic because the camper doesn't have adequate lighting for this, so we'll just try to use this little handheld here. And, okay, speaking of handheld, we have our handy-dandy Walkie-Talkie Genie. Yeah, well, you get used to it. I say a lot of dumb shit. So, what we're going to do first is we're going to set the modulation, which means we got to take the dynamic down, all the way down, so we don't pick up any of our sounds or anything that I'm screaming into the microphone. So we go to set. Let me hold it down. Let's get the mod set. Otherwise, if we would talk, it would actually disrupt the setting. And now, the mod should say 0. And I'm blowing into the mic, and since the dynamic is down, it's not actually showing any modulation. The RF power is on an input of 10, We are coming out about 2 watts of RF. The SWR we need to set right here on the dummy. And SWR is very low on the dummy. That's good. Now I'll show you vertical. Vertical SWR is a bit worse. It's actually way better than it was before, so something may have changed. But it has been raining a lot. It could be that. Okay, we are actually receiving. So we're going to go over here to dummy. Leave it on dummy for a while. And take our dynamic up all the way. Test out the modulation while I listen. With a standalone handheld radio, we are on channel 18. Let's move this to a less congested channel because someone was on there. We'll go to like a 2. Channel 2 sounds fine to me. Audio check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tango, Echo, Sierra, Tango. Audio. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Tango, Echo, Tango, Echo, Sierra, Tango. Ah, ah, ah. All right. Putting out about 8. I'm saying about 8 watts. Go ahead and see. Actually, I don't even think we need to worry about transmitting on the walkie-talkie here because I actually heard someone down the line up on 18. Let's go ahead and keep. That's dynamic all the way up, by the way. And we're swinging quite well. It's clean signal, actually, because no one's messed with this. Let's turn the squelch down a bit. And Delta Tune got in the middle. And we're not using talkback right now because we're actually using that. So let's try to get a radio check on 15 if we can. And we'll go to our vertical. "15 usually has people on it. Can I get a radio check? 15. Radio check 15. So 15 actually wasn't clear. I just couldn't hear whoever they were talking to. So we're going to have to go somewhere else and get a radio check. Unless we can get a break here. Break for radio check. Break. A lot of skip out there. Can anyone hear this? No one right now. They're talking to someone. Skip's been crazy lately. They're talking to someone way louder than me. Sounds nice. Can I get a radio check? 18. Even if it's a CQDX, I'm alright with that. Texas? Jeez, can I find someone local? Very nice sounding though, I'll say that. It's got a good sound to it. Let me just turn on this A&L, get rid of that noise. Yeah, we got some sideband skip there. If this had sideband on, it'd be great. So now check this out too, is another thing that does say, there's no light anymore that says antenna warning. What happens is it pops up on the screen. So here we are on vertical, no antenna warning. Here's the dummy, lower SWR. SWR is good there, no antenna warning. And we're on auxiliary, where there's nothing hooked up there, and SWR, high, SWR, high, antenna warning. Although this says the SWR is over 2, this one says it's over 3, way over 3. So some discrepancies there, but either way, if it says antenna warning, don't go messing with it. Unfortunately, we're not able to get a radio check. Now, there's a lot of skip rolling in, and there's a lot of people out there with really, really, really big-ass amps trying to talk to these people. Yes, that is one thing. Hello. That's one of our problems. But notice when we go to dummy load, we hit 8 watts. We go to vertical, our antenna, we hit 4 watts. We're losing a lot of power. Now the SWR is showing fine, sure, but I did just throw a random length of coaxial cable on that antenna, and it could be folded, it could be bent, I don't know what's going on, but there could be down the line some sort of impedance spike. Something's going on down there. It could be just, the energy that I'm putting out could just be going and heating shit up. I don't know. So I'm going to check that line. I'm check the coaxial cable, because it could be that. I've heard of that happening before, where your SWR seems fine up here at the radio, but further down it's absolute crap and you're wasting a lot of power. So anyways, I'll take a look at that and see if that's the case. I'll look more into it and do some more studying on that as well. Anyways, I will get you guys a radio check with this radio and keep working on this antenna setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the radio video. What's up? Been a while. What do you think about this radio? What do you think of the new ones? Because this one I didn't have high hopes for it, but it is heavy. It does sound cleaner. Of course, no one screwdrivered it. It does feel better than the usuals. And I think the reason why it feels better than the usual radios is because it's Harley Davidson and they put a little extra into it. I believe that's all. Because I imagine if you're going to spend $200 freaking dollars, because that's what they're going for on eBay at certain times, then you're going to want a heavier radio with a slightly better mic. So it's not too bad. Anyways, until next video, it's Johnny Jones. I'm here at home, and I'll see you later.